Welcome to April's Garage. We got the battle of the movie wagons, the ultimate movie wagons, the Ecto One, family truckster by Barrett-Jackson. Tons of TV and movie cars going across the block.
Tons. Like, this is a record for sure because it's one collection. Dr. Berkowitz, who passed away, he collected all these cars. We're going to check them out today, and also everything in the fancy salon, including a Pagani Huayra. But yeah, movie wagons. Well, I guess this is technically an ambulance or hearse, but it is sort of the wagon spec. But yes,
it's so cool.
The family truckster.
You got the ghost sniffer right up there, which I feel like we need at home back in Kansas.
The old house.
We live in an old farmhouse.
No, there's no ghosts. There's no ghosts at all.
There might be some ghosts there.
Well, go ahead, open up and see inside too. Yeah.
No, because like I got in so much trouble.
I know you got in trouble earlier, but my hands are full. I have audio for one. I'm doing dually here.
I got in so much trouble from the security the other day for telling me not to touch the car.
There's all the old equipment inside. And I know it has some proton packs as well, but very screen accurate tribute right here. And yeah, a 59 with the fins, so very tough to find an ambulance or hearse with the fins, yes.
Weren't you telling me sometimes they'll get cars that don't have the fins anymore?
Yeah, like the 60s, you know, it has the same nose, but not the big fin, so it's not quite right. But this one very much is. Same with the family truckster. Go to all this trouble to double up the lights, get all the wood paneling in the right spot. You got the luggage in the back.
But Aunt Edna's not on the roof.
No Aunt Edna on the roof, no dead body, no dog getting dragged behind.
Yeah, there's usually like a little dog leash out here.
Yeah, but this thing is clean as well, so looks like it was freshly done or just put away in the collection the whole time. The Wagon Queen
paneling. That's
family
the paneling you put on the Wagoneer, right here.
Right,
okay?
exactly.
This is your donator car.
So these are movie replicas. There's some real deals in here. We'll point them out, but then there's a replica of a replica. But then there's a replica of the replica. You can see it over. Anyway, Ferrari 308 Magnum PI, but this is a Pontiac Fiero. This is a Marabati kit on a Pontiac Fiero, so that's why it was in his collection here.
Right.
And then the Wayne's World. Yes, and I missed Herbie. Oh, Herbie, I want Herbie so bad.
But you're saying this is a more correct Herbie than some of them you've seen in the past?
A long time, because yeah, 63 was the year of Herbie's, body in the films.
Yeah.
This is a 62, which is close enough. And they actually went to the trouble of putting on the rag top, the roof, which most of them don't have when they do the tributes. The right color, the right graphics.
Okay,
just
this
really
is so creepy right here.
Bob Hope's golf cart.
This is is that supposed to be him?
Yeah, Bob Hope, the character is faced with a long nose, even though he didn't have it in person. So yeah, the charity golf tournaments he would do back in the day. But yeah, Wayne's World.
There you go. So cool. There's no licorice dispenser on the roof. Oh wait, there is underneath inside.
Oh, sure enough.
Ooh, and you love licorice.
And we're filming this in the middle of the Trump inauguration, so that's the noise in the background, but we'll see when this thing makes air. But yeah, the Flintstones mobile, the Death Mobile from Animal House, I believe.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's a good movie.
That is a very good movie. And then, yeah, you have the police car, a replica of it from Smokey and the Bandit, which if you have the Trans Am, it's really hard to find. The Pontiac or these Bonnevilles are however you pronounce it, Parson-Nam.
Really?
Yeah. So Buford T. Justice has been driving this, Jackie Gleason, roof chopped off, all that stuff. So really cool. And yeah, there's another one, Fantasy Island, one of those old TV shows where Tattoo had the golf cart, Ricardo Montalban had, the plane Master Plane, yeah.
How do you remember his name?
Well, because he did fine Corinthian leather, and he was in Naked Gun. He was Khan in Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, so of course I knew who that guy is. But this one I didn't know, the My Mother, the Car Show. This is the actual real deal from that show from 1492, a very long time ago. So.
Also in the TV show, the mother dies and comes back as a car, and I guess the car actually talks to her son through the car. I should watch it. It sounds interesting.
Sounds creepy, yeah. Replica of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and this one, very cool. I guess Dick Van Dyke wrote it at some point and got his autograph right there.
Yeah, look at all. It's like the boat, the back end of a boat right here.
Yes.
The hull down here.
And the basket.
What is in the basket?
A basket within a basket.
Goes in the basket.
You're gonna get in trouble. You're touching
sorry.
But I watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang so many times. I talked about it in the Barrett-Jackson video where, like, on the family road trip, that was the movie to put the VHS in for, like, the TV in the van, the conversion van.
Right.
It's back in the 80s.
Can you explain why you're holding this? Because it might pop up.
I did. Okay, I have this for audio because I don't have a connection for the new camera.
Okay.
So yeah, it's dueling cameras, but
Here's the
yes.
Joker-mobile.
And it lost its wheel, not the Batmobile.
Right.
Yes. Bamboo golf cart.
I feel like that's your face whenever I like say, let's go look at a car or talk about a car. Like, yeah, exactly. This is
So
really
goofy.
cool.
So goofy. And there's a Batcopter outside, the Bat boat, and
I
the
want the
flipper.
copter for the hangar, not the hangar, for the car barn to hang up over the cars. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
Okay,
Yes, it would be
if
cool.
you got the money, you can write a check, I suppose. Yeah, the Gilligan's Island golf cart.
Okay, so you keep saying this looks like a Rolls Royce
Yes.
front end with a
Yes.
spirit of ecstasy.
Yes.
Except it's the spirit of the starfish.
Of the starfish, right? And the grill. Yes.
Skyscraper grill.
That's what I see personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm
I
weird.
like your vision, and yeah, you are a little weird.
I guess so. Yeah, this is a replica of the Beverly Hillbillies mobile. They have the real one over there, which we'll get to in a little bit. Starsky and Hutch.
Right. This is the actual movie car.
But
TV car.
here's a real one from the show. I think the third one. They actually sold these in production as well, but I think it has the radio in there. Yep. Let's get inside. Yeah, the police radio, all that stuff. This thing is in fantastic shape.
It really is.
And yeah, really cool. The real
Did you
deal.
watch Starsky and Hutch?
I mean, I saw the movie, the remake with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
Oh,
you know.
right. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't really watch the show all that much, but
The yoke steering wheel.
yeah, a
kit.
convertible kit. Of course, kit wasn't a convertible back in the day.
T-tops, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it was just a coupe, but yes, this one is a convertible. And then Tommy Boy, they had that really cool Belvedere. This is a tribute to that. Yeah, David Spade and Chris Farley.
Ooh, yeah.
So tribute to that. I know Spade's a big Mopar fan, so it makes sense. Yep.
It's so cool. This is not the actual car.
No,
So
absolutely
you
not.
can't smell their farts in the seat. You said about William Shatner.
Right. So 66 Imperial based on the Green Hornet car.
So cool. These little rockets that shoot out. I need this. Maybe not in Kansas, but when I'm back in Chicago.
Right. So then we'll go across the row, and it gets pretty crazy over here. So tribute to the Munsters Mobile and the Dragula. We've seen a few of these, and these are really, really well done based on the Barris-built cars.
I
So
feel like this would be the hardest to recreate because there's so much detail and intricate pieces that you have to find and fit on them.
yeah, well, they put 10 carburetors on it, but it's obviously not functional. It's all,
So it's kind of casket.
yeah, the casket handles.
Handles right here.
But it does have the side exit exhaust that looks functional, so that's not a prop. That's pretty cool. But yeah, the velvet interior, the sort of funeral back, and then the Dragula on the other side.
Right, that's very good. Very nice for wind and snow.
I suppose.
Cockpit shield right here.
Yep. Very neat. So then there's the Mystery Machine,
Oh yeah.
some cartoon cars, and the Mach 5.
Oh, you got
This
to
one's
see the
pretty
little
well
daggers
done.
up front.
Yeah. I wonder what this is based off of. What kind of chassis, what kind of car? I haven't really seen it myself. Saw blades. So it's based on a 89 Corvette, so a C4 chassis
Really?
according to the car card, which would make sense. I guess that'd be the closest to the Speed Racer Mach 5.
I can see it.
And then the Monkey Mobile, kind of based on GTO,
Right.
tribute to that.
I love the
Radiator's
pointy nose.
ridiculous. There's a radiator under there. The supercharger, definitely not real, not functional, definitely a prop, but I think that's how it was, you know, in the real deal. So Back to the Future DeLorean, you can see it is a recreation, but signed by Christopher Lloyd.
That's really cool.
And-
Did your friend Video Bob make this one?
Yes,
Right.
Video Bob did build it, and
It's got Mr. Fusion in the back, so it was like a later movie.
right. In the first movie, you had to have plutonium or a lightning bolt to power it, and then when they went to the future, they were able to get a fusion reactor. You throw garbage in and power the time machine that way. So
Do you
really
remember
easy.
How fast they had to go?
88 miles an hour.
course.
Yeah, of course.
How many gigawatts? of
1.21
power?
gigawatts.
Okay, good.
Right.
Fast.
And here's Jethro's. Here's some real stuff. So Jethro's dragster from the Beverly Hillbillies with the original paint on it. The patina's really cool on this. And I just remember growing up in the day, and you know, in the 80s and 90s, everybody had a paint job like this, you know, on their, you know, customs and stuff. And it doesn't really age well and survive. So it's cool to see one that is still going as far as that dune buggy, extra sparkle 70s, 80s
Right.
paint job, you know?
I'm getting PTSD because this is where the security
Oh.
guard yelled at me because all you guys are like honk the horn and I'm like, no, I'm gonna get in trouble.
So yeah, we did something for Barrett-Jackson with the movie cars, and she honked the horn, and then there's an angry security guard that scolded her. It was great, but yeah, this is the real Beverly Hillbillies mobile, built by Barris, and yeah, a piece of TV history. And the intro of every single episode was this car, sans the creepy dolls. It had the actors in it, but the dolls they come with it, but.
Yeah, they need to go in the chicken coop, like on the top layer.
There you go, yeah.
That's where our creepy dolls are.
Yes, and Granny's there in the back. So that's the Berkowitz movie car collection, but the salon is even more nuts. It's so funny because this is Tuesday. There's going to be most of these cars selling tomorrow, which is crazy for a Tuesday. And then Super Saturday, the salon cars. Oh my God.
Let's go check it out. We're in the salon area where they have the biggest hypercars, supercars, amazing cars, all in one spot. Yeah. It's literally incredible. This, the end of the line, the Aventador.
Ultime, yes.
Yes, the Ultime.
The very end of the Aventador, and they went out with a bang, and these are hot items.
It's really cool, that carbon fiber roof that goes all the way back.
Last of the V12 stuff without any of the hybrid things to come with it, which we'll see if that's
all you old
which
school
one to buy.
guys
I know.
love saying that.
I know.
It's the less naturally aspirated, less no batteries or anything like that going on here.
Well, and the Aventador had a very long life, 10 years, and here's one of them, very customized, a 2015 Aventador Roadster.
With chrome wheels.
Very custom, yes, very bespoke. All the extra lighting added to it, and yeah, it's very yellow.
Oh, is that yellow? Is that what we call it? It probably has a fancy Italian yellow name.
They got them close, so you got to squeeze through there and not trip over anything and take out a car here.
Okay. Are you going to be able to?
I'm going to try. Careful, careful. He has the 812 GTS here. Beautiful car.
Really cool. It's got like a satin finish.
I think this is factory. You know, sometimes you can wrap a paint to give it a satin on top, but I know you can get this from the factory, so this is a big deal as well. Same with this bespoke color right here.
This is gorgeous.
70th anniversary edition with the Ferrari 488 GTB. So that sort of off-white that you saw in Sammy Hagar's LaFerrari, and then this, kind of crystal blue color. Just a beautiful, beautiful spec as a tribute to, say, classic Ferraris.
And look at the wheels, the color match.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Wow.
I've never seen that.
That is neat, yeah.
Top end, beautiful touches.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I think this is just, I don't want to say it, but a regular run-of-the-mill 488 special enough. But yeah, it's 488 GTB. You can see in its normal Rosa Corsa, still a gorgeous car.
No, not normal. It's exquisite.
Well, yes, what you see more commonly on a Ferrari, but still, yeah, an incredible car. In the salon, like it's just so overwhelming. So
there's cords, so I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to kick over the charge cords.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And we get some hybrid things, which they got some more heavy-duty cords, but yeah, the hybrid Ferraris, the next generation, right here, and a row of McLaren 750Ss and I think a 765.
He's gorgeous.
Isn't that wild?
And how it's shaped like that. Oh, super comfortable inside.
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
2024 750S, so the latest and greatest. And yeah, this is the 765 LT.
Which one? This one or this one would you go for?
I do like sort of the balloon white. It reminds me of my Countach, this spec here, I suppose, the pearl white. Yep. So that one does it for me, the 750S. And a pair of them, not one but two, so if you miss out you can get another one. But yeah, the hybrid Ferrari's continuing down. It's nuts. And it keeps building up here because this is something I've never seen, an Aston Martin Zagato. So this is the shooting brake, sort of the clown shoe, if you will, but in a much higher number than, say, my BMW clown shoe as far as the...
I remember looking through the docket and how excited you got when you saw this in here.
Zagato shooting brake.
It almost has like a brown metallic flake going through it, like a root beer color. Really cool.
Yep. But it still has that old school Aston V12 like what's in my Vanquish, and then this is like the most enthusiast spec ever they ever made. Yeah, and that's crazy.
They're like rocket turbines. That's so cool.
This is crazy too. So a Murcielago SV. Very, very low production numbers on the Super Veloce. So what that means, and yeah, special body kit. These have been starting to get, like, we're going to see a 7-figure Murcielago soon with an SV as far as it being $1 million. And we'll see what this one does, because it's certainly capable of it. These are becoming pretty collectible because the production numbers are just so dang low. So that's why a Mercy is in the salon. But yeah, Ford GTs, we always see a great selection, don't we?
I've never seen one in this kind of like orange-ish yellow combination, stripe delete.
Yeah.
Obviously iconic, really cool.
Right.
The headlights.
Well, what's crazy is 3 stripe deletes. So no stripe in satin white finish, and then no stripe because they went all carbon fiber on this one.
This is gorgeous.
Isn't this crazy?
Right here. The whole body carbon fiber with these blue touches. You got the blue brake calipers up front. It is so beautiful, spectacular. That blue matching that Ford oval up front.
Yep. And speaking of carbon fiber, the Pagani Huayra.
Oh my God.
Very, very big deal. Very big deal. So this was the star of the show at the gala last night. You know, it is an amazing, amazing thing.
It's beautiful. You got glass roof up here so you can watch the sunset with all the power behind you. And there's little straps that hold the body on from coming off, and it's just really, really wild.
Mercedes derived V12 in the back. Oh, they got the aero deployed there. Isn't that crazy?
That blue titanium exhaust.
Whoa.
Got a little fog light down here, backup camera. All the carbon fiber you need. And you got to check out these mirrors. I heard from perhaps Dr. Mero, but I heard that they're the shape of a woman's eyelash, like her eyes, looking back at you when you're driving. Which I get that. That's the shape of it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I love it.
And
did you show them inside? Like we can't. I don't want to open it.
I don't.
Because obviously, can you see how gorgeous it is?
I'm not sure what we can see, but
I mean, like the center console is stunning. And it actually has, like, you know, in an airplane, it shows you the hours. This one has the hours right up on the dash, on the gauges up there. It shows you the hours driven. Like, this is next level technology. It's really cool.
It is very cool. So the Hennessy Venom is another one of those hypercars. Hennessy, a tuning company, they built their own crazy design like this, very limited production, and I think is it 1,500 horsepower? Yeah, something insane, like 1,800 horsepower, 265 miles an hour.
Right?
What?
That's a lot.
And you know, back in the 80s, 90s, the 959 was in that similar crazy level, and this is, you know, potentially a multi-million-dollar Porsche here. These are very rare, extremely collectible. Yeah.
So
crazy.
In this like row, this little section here, I say little, how much would you value? Like if you were the insurance company?
Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, that's we're in the millions going into the high 6 figures there. So
like 100 million in cars. Maybe more.
Yeah, it's a lot in the salon area because all the things surrounding it definitely easily, because there's a Gullwing hiding around here somewhere, which we saw last year.
Right there.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
And that's actually factory color.
We got to go sneak over to the Gullwing. It's my all-time dream car.
Don't knock the ropes. Careful.
Excuse me. Oh, there she is. Yep. The Gullwing. Stunning. And then the crazy twin mill Hot Wheel based.
It's so wild, the center seat and the leopard print.
Yeah, next to a Gullwing. Who'd have thought?
The bass boat finish right here. Right? You can call it that.
Yep, and the Hoonigan truck from their viral video back in the day. The Hoona truck, based on a Ford, but obviously very, very different. And then, yeah, I guess this is a good one to end on since we started on movie cars.
Right, you got the turbine in the back. Oh, the Batmobile.
Number 3 Batmobile. Yeah. So there was the original that was based on a concept car that we sold at Barrett-Jackson years ago. There's a few more built by Barris, and this is the third one. I think it was used in TV and the film. And so it is a real Batmobile. We've seen tributes, but this is the real deal. So we'll see.
Someone told me, like an older guy came up and kind of like scolded me. He's like, you know, rockets shoot out of there, but I don't know if they did. Maybe someone can tell me.
Yeah.
He said that was like a rocket missiles launched off there. The bat phone.
It's all labeled, yep. So all this, everything we just saw, selling no reserve. Could be anything. Could be $1, could be $1 billion. We don't know. And that's the fun thing about Barrett-Jackson.
Right.
So, and why we love doing this.
Yes.
So you can check out our live coverage on History and FYI. There's the live stream as well.
Yes.
But we thought we'd give you a little preview.
Oh yeah. Well, we're back. That was a long week. Right?
No, it was very fun. It was a lot of fun. It's always exhausting though, because they're doing almost 40 hours of live television, and
Right.
it's there's 2,000 cars selling.
And you have to get up early and do your hair and makeup, so it just takes on extra time to your day.
I suppose,
Right?
yes. So I was supposed to edit all that before and get it out. I did not.
You were
So
busy.
that made Jakey had to put in all the numbers of what they sold for. So hopefully that's fun. As we're walking through the collection, you got to see like what the stuff actually sold
Right.
for. So that was fun. But
Yes.
yeah, we're back, and now we can reflect on the week, which was, I imagine, like the biggest Barrett-Jackson ever.
I feel like it was, and you talked earlier about how their fall Scottsdale auction might have taken something away, in the past, but obviously it didn't. There's no effect to it.
Right,
This
people were
was
worried about that
over
because
the top.
for the first time they did a fall Scottsdale, not during COVID weirdness, and it was in October versus doing 4 auctions where they normally did like Las Vegas
Right.
and Palm Beach, where they still did Palm Beach, but they cut Las Vegas and then some weird location like New Orleans, Houston, whatever.
Right.
No weird location, no Las Vegas.
Not weird, just different.
Okay. And then instead a fall Scottsdale, which was really big. It felt
Yeah.
like a Scottsdale, but they were worried, like, is this going to take away,
Right.
Sammy Hagar selling his LaFerrari and fall Scottsdale and all these nice cars to where January won't be as crazy. It was crazy.
It was the craziest, and I've been doing Barrett-Jackson, I'm not going to tell you how long, but a long time, and it felt like the biggest Barrett-Jackson they've ever had, and it
Right.
was wild, especially with the addition of Rutledge Wood.
Rutledge joined
Yes.
us of Top Gear fame. As my kids know, the floor is lava. He was the very first guest on Good Morning YouTube, now April's Garage, most
yeah.
importantly. So
Oh, yeah, I remember.
that's where everybody knows
He
him from.
is like
episode
as
1.
nice as he feels and sees
Yes.
on camera. Like that's how he is off camera to everyone.
Yes.
Like the lighting guy, the tech guy, the sound guy, like doesn't matter who you are, if you're important because you're Craig Jackson or you're there, who knows. He's the nicest, most genuine to every single person that crosses his path.
Yes, and since he's been doing this for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Starting from like Speed Channel days as a production assistant, working into being in front of the camera, he knows everybody. And at NASCAR and he knows everybody.
Sure.
So walking into that, he was not a stranger to anybody in production. And he was able to just integrate really naturally, really easily. Of course, it took me years to not be a complete idiot on television.
You stop it, you're fine.
And he was able to walk in, and it definitely changed the tone a little bit, where I felt like when he came up on the block, it was more conversational, more casual, more
Right.
like dudes talking about cars.
Well, which
and I
is
really
great
like the direction
because
of
it's
that.
like you guys are almost like at home on the couch, just like in your own garage talking about cars,
Mm-hmm.
and that was really neat to see. It's kind of this camaraderie and emotional connection to cars.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of your big moments or funny moments was pranking him. though.
Right. Okay. So Adam Farrar was there, who was also on the American version of Top Gear,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to jump out of a car and surprise Rut. And we're trying to set that up during when we're doing live TV, which is really hard to orchestrate to begin with. So adding that on top of it was tough. And there's this huge 6x6 G-Wagon. And I'm like, Rut, hurry up, because Adam was in the back of it, and it's hot outside, like, I don't want Adam to be laying in there forever.
But Rut wanted to prep, like he wanted
So,
to know what the car was and look around it, right?
And I go, Rut, this G-Wagon, let's just do it real quick for Barrett-Jackson social media. And Rut's like, let me walk around back and take a look at it. And I go, Rut, you don't need to. And I feel like since he was new, and he's probably like, okay, I probably should take her advice, even though I shouldn't, because like anyone would want to just take a little peek on what's behind before you're going to talk about it. He's like, well, at least let me read the car card. And I'm like, okay, real quick. But the goal was just dragging him back to the tailgate to then have Adam Farrar pop up.
Which you got him, but then it was kind of funny that you couldn't open the tailgate.
It was locked, I guess.
Like
or it's really heavy, it's hard to get. I know, and I was like, I'm ruining this moment.
Unusual skill of not being able to open anything.
So bad. My
But
fingers are not strong.
they're strong enough.
No. Yeah, so Adam popped out. It was great. Rut was genuinely surprised by that moment,
Yes.
which was great.
We're all in trouble. Oh my God!
Rod, they want to know about your 72 Blazer. I said nothing. They threw me in the bed of his truck. They said, did he bore it out? I said, I don't know. I think he drives a bread truck.
I peed a little.
a great jump scare, and then a little Top Gear reunion minus Tanner Faust on the show, on History Channel, which is where Top Gear was. So you created that, which was really cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure a great moment for everybody. So anything else, I mean, sticking out as far as like big moments? Obviously, you were there for all the charity cars. So.
Oh, yeah, the first 2025 VIN number 1 ZR1 that Rick Hendrick got for his collection. And I do the charity interviews like after they sell for the stream, and so it's great to talk to him. And
for those of you that don't know, Rick Hendrick is the big NASCAR owner, like the NASCAR owner. So
he's a big deal.
Everybody that, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart was there as well, because he used to be, his boss was Rick Hendrick. So, a big deal in the motorsport world, has a bunch of dealerships as well, and he's a major collector.
Right, well, he likes the VIN number 1, but what surprised me too, and I guess it didn't really surprise me, Jeff Hayes, who is a fantastic builder, usually works on C2 Corvettes, and he restores them and customizes them just a little, just enough, but they still look like that C2 body. Gorgeous resto mods.
Top shelf builds,
Rick Hendrick bought his first year C2 and the last year C2, 63 and 67.
It was pretty cool because he did like the Ferrari white. I'm not sure exactly. Like
Bianca Fuji.
Yeah, Fuji white is what I was going to say.
And I know I'm a girl, and I'm like, oh, the color, blah blah blah. But I am telling you, Tyler Hoover, walking by that car in that creamy kind of pearlescent, my heart skipped a little bit because it is gorgeous.
2 of them, a 63 split window in that color, and then a matching 67, the end of the line for the C2, as a pair, selling them. And I think they each brought around $750,000 each. I think so. Amazing result. Obviously, there's no C2 Corvette in the world probably that's stock that's worth that. I'm trying to think of some of the really rare like CL1s, I'm not sure. No, don't think so. So that was very fun. For me, I was up on the block for the first time for a full big Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So pretty amazing experience. And all the big cars of the sale, the 300 SL Gullwing, which I really would have loved that car.
Yeah.
I think the big surprise, though, the Pagani Huayra did well. It did, 1.7 or 8 million, something like that. It did well. The surprise, though, was the Hennessy Venom Roadster, which beat it for a little over $2 million.
And you weren't expecting that?
No, I don't think. I mean, I guess there's not one that's been publicly sold at auction before that I know of to really know. But that was a big surprise.
Right.
That was a really cool moment as far as seeing an American-built hypercar from a tuner, not really a humble tuner because they're so big now, but still. Guy decided to build his own hypercar, his own chassis, everything from scratch rather than tuning existing stuff, and to see that kind of appreciation for it. I mean, it's 1,800 horsepower, 260-something miles per hour top speed. It's insane stats. It looks really cool. It was a neat moment. There was a lot of big fun surprise
I like
moments,
that carbon Ford GT. That was DJ Marshmallow.
Yes, that was almost $2 million too, right?
That just a full carbon fiber body with some blue accents on it. That was gorgeous because I feel like I've never seen one like that.
And I got to do a Batmobile, a Barris-built Batmobile used in the TV show and the movies, and got to be on the block to pick up the phone and pretend that Batman's calling me and do that on live television, which I was in the audience 10 plus years ago, just a goofball kid watching the auction, like thinking that was so cool, seeing the Batmobile sale, and then here I am, another one, and getting to have that moment on national television. It's really neat.
It's really neat.
It's a pinch must-see moment for sure.
I was there when that original one sold.
I know.
Actually, and George Barris thought it was so funny to pick up the bat phone and say, do you know what this is right here? This is a Korg, young lady. And it was just a great moment. Obviously, he's no longer with us, but that's something I'm going to cherish for a long time.
I remember you, and I looked a long time at your rear end.
Who says that? Thanks for watching.
I think so. I'm sure I did. What?
What? You could say other things and then rear end.
I looked at your eyes. I looked deeply into your eyes. I know. What do you think I'm looking at? I'm an ass man.